Welcome to Action Corp. This is what week is this?
10.
Show 10?
Show
10!
Show 10. Show 10, that sounds like Andy.
Show 10, yeah, he was in Dragon Ball Z last week.
Who?
Never mind. Carry on.
All right. Today, our top story is going to be Grand Theft Auto Vice City was released today. It had a pre-sale, Tuesday, of $160 million. To put that into perspective, Jackass opened that weekend also, and it made $22 million all weekend. Spider-Man, the top grossing movie of all time, made 104 in its first weekend. So before the game was even released, it made about $50 million more than any other piece of entertainment has ever made. So that's a record. It's huge. You probably won't be able to get a copy retailed by just walking in for about 6 months or so. And it's about the most fun thing I've ever played. It's ridiculously violent. It's ridiculously silly. It's everything the Grand Theft Auto 3 was, plus more. But the motorcycle is probably one of the most fun elements to the game. But we'll get into that. I'll show you a little bit more about that in a little bit. Next we have Sean talking about Commodore.
We've seen somebody that actually took a Commodore 64, the SX case, which is a big luggable version of the Commodore 64. They've modded this out. It is now a 1 gigahertz PC. It's a true PC, x86. It's no longer anything to do with Commodore except for the case. There, what you see in the bottom right-hand corner where it looks like the 5¼ inch floppy is actually now a DVD-ROM drive. You can see the screen there. It was loaded up with Google. It's just a good use, I guess, of an old case. Something new to do. It does have a wireless keyboard, so I guess it's just a shot at using the old case and making something luggable, is what you would call it, like the old luggable PCs used to be. Kind of cool. Not something you can just go out and buy. It's just something that guys got together and thought they would pay some tribute to the old Commodore 64 SX. So they slammed the guts of a new PC into it. And there you go, coming out with a big mod like that. Next, we're going to come down on another story here, a little add-on for your people with Pocket PCs. The Palm Pilot for a long time has had software that can allow it to act as a remote control for your TV and stereo, things like that. Pocket PC has been a little bit lacking because the infrared port on it is a little bit lower power and the range is not very good. Well, a company has now come out with a product called Total Remote. And what it is, it's an IR extender that plugs in. You can see at the top left there of the screen plugged into the iPaq. It's actually an infrared transceiver that plugs into your headphone jack on your Pocket PC. You can see the layout for the UI there on the screen. It's I believe it is skinnable, and since it's touch screen there, you can kind of use it as a regular remote, but it extends your infrared range up to, I believe it was about 10 feet. 100 feet. 100 feet, which is totally unnecessary. But I guess you could set up mirrors to beam it around your house, so that you can control a TV in another room. Line of sight problems. It's going to be, I think, about $30 for the unit and the software.
I'm buying it.
And yeah, we're going to hopefully have a hands-on unit here in a couple weeks to see. It makes the Pocket PC into a really handy unit. You can use, I guess, an unlimited amount of devices. And map the buttons and stuff like that. Since it's backlit, it works well in a home theater setting where you have a dark room. So we're going to check that out hopefully in a couple weeks here when Craig gets his. So moving right along, the next big thing coming out in the PC world is the tablet PC. For those of you that have never seen a tablet PC or don't know what that is now, it's a new specification that Microsoft has put out for PCs that are pen-based, but instead of being like the traditional Windows CE-based machines, they run full-blown Windows operating systems. This is Windows XP running on this tablet PC. There's one you can see docked as more of a thin client type of application, but they do run full Windows XP operating systems, so you can run any software on them that's made for a regular PC. You can see the thumb buttons. You can see that they can be rotated for landscape or portrait mode. They have infrared built in, a standard parallel port, USB is built in, has a real hard drive. They're going to be really good in places where you're going to need the portability to roam around your business or roam around a large warehouse and have 802.11b wireless connectivity back to your database or back to your server. So it's going to be a really good info collection tool, I think. Kind of pricey. They're between about $2,000 to $2,500 equipped with the wireless. So, you know, like anything, when they first come out, they are going to be kind of expensive. But I think it's going to really catch on and be something good, especially in a corporate setting where people need to roam, and it's a little bit better than a laptop. You know, but as mentioned before, it is arguable. You can do kind of the same thing with a Windows CE machine. If you use the terminal services and connect through a server, you can do pretty much the same kind of thing, and it'll be a little bit more lightweight and not near as pricey. You can do the same kind of thing for around $200 to $300 with a Windows CE machine. So I don't know how well it's going to catch on, but we'll have to see. They're getting rolled out, I believe, the 11th of this month. Up in Indianapolis, they're going to have a large conference you can go up to and see, get some hands-on and some free T-shirts and things like that. So we'll have to see how that pans out and how Microsoft pushes this. So next we're going to come up to my favorite topic again, which is Xbox. The communicator, Xbox Live, is getting ready to come out pretty soon. Taking pre-orders for the communicator and the kit for the 1-year subscription to Xbox Live. There's been a little bit of concern about how to wear the communicator properly. This definitely is not how you want to wear the communicator. It's not a nose restraint. It is not going to help you in NFL Live to have that face mask. You don't want to have it supporting the back of your neck this way. You don't want to have it supporting your forehead this way. It's not a sweatband, and it doesn't have any kind of wipers that help you wipe sweat as you're playing. That's evidently our favorite there, so we're going to bring it back up again as it smashes his nose down. But to properly wear the communicator, you will have it strapped across the back of the head, not the back of the neck.
Have the proper
with it, yes, with it slightly placed over the ears with the mic positioned in front of your mouth to pick up all of your voice commands and let you be able to play Xbox Live games properly. So we're going to do a little break here and kind of collect ourselves, let you see some stuff, and we'll be back in just
I'll tell you what this is. This is a little thing. I'm not going to play Grand Theft Auto 3 much anymore now that I have Vice City, so I kind of did a little tribute to it, but I messed it. It's not complete, but I'm working on it, so I'll just show it to you.
The good time that made us laugh, I'll wait back. I thought we get to see forever, but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to lead. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through.
So I just wanted to say goodbye to Grand Theft Auto 3. I'll have a better version. The resolution wasn't what I wanted it to be, so we'll fix it. I'll have a much better one next week. Now we're going to take a look at what is overshadowing Grand Theft Auto 3, which is Vice City. We've got it hooked up right now, so we'll just take a look. I don't know exactly where we are. I'll just kind of run around and talk a little bit. What's the matter?
Nothing's going.
All right, we'll play around.
Everything's running fine.
Vice City is kind of laid out to what looks like two kind of peninsulas. It's like two C-shaped islands with bridges connecting towards the north, the south, and right in the middle. The first thing you notice off the bat is the lead character has a actual voice actor. In GTA 3 there was absolutely no voice. He never spoke. And this guy is actually played by Ray Liotta, so it's very, very... The cutscenes have much more dialogue. It's not just a one-sided somebody barking your orders. You kind of smart off. And other actors in this game are Dennis Hopper, Jenna Jameson, Luis Guzman.
We have a request here on Instant Messenger. They want to see the motorcycles in the game.
Motorcycles. All right. I will find a motorcycle.
Get off the road, old man!
I'll drive around and find one. Oh, I still got it. Soundtrack's incredible. There is about 10 hours worth of 80s music, actual licensed 80s music. This is Wang Chung Dance Hall Days. There are 9 radio stations. There are 7 music stations and 2 chat. Radio stations all have different themes. There's one called Emotion, one called Waves. Emotion's more like the slow love song kind of thing. What's funny is a lot of them are hosted by voices from the radio in the GTA 3. The guy that hosted the chat station in GTA 3 hosts the rock station here on this one. And one of the interviews hosts the emotion station. I cannot find...
Is it true too? I also got here on Instant Messenger a couple more comments that Miss Cleo is a voice in the game.
Miss Cleo, it was the yes, she was in 3 missions, and then all of a sudden she just disappeared. She said, "I'm done with you now." I had to protect. She was Haitian. There are a bunch of different gangs in this game. There's there's the Cubans, the Haitians, there's obviously the Italian mafia, and you kind of work for all 3 different ones. And Miss Cleo kind of hypnotized me into working for the Haitians for a while. She wasn't called Miss Cleo. She was called Auntie Paulette.
I can't believe we're not finding a motorcycle.
I cannot find a motorcycle anywhere.
Hello, thank you.
Where?
Oh, I see one.
Yeah, the scooter. I don't even know if we can use it. Let's say Fazio. That's the Italian name. I know that there's a biker bar up north, so I'll head north and find a bike called, it's called the Angel. It's supposed to be like a Hell's Angel bike. There are 4 different kinds of motorcycles. There's a scooter, there's like kind of a dirt bike, there's a little crotch rocket, and there's like a Harley.
Remember the one on the sidewalk too when you're doing it. It's not fun to drive around that and roll up with people.
Okay. We have some backseat GTA.
There we go, that's better.
Eventually we'll get north. This map, Vice City is about 3.5 to 4 times the size of Liberty City, the city from the last game. I'm trying to think of other just random facts that I'm talking about. There's a bike. Oh, bailing out! That's another great option. I forgot about. You can bail out of any vehicle going any speed. You have to debate whether or not it's going to be worth it because you will take damage. So if you're going 100 miles an hour and you bail out of the car, yes, great way to go off ramps without risking your own life. Now there's motorcycles everywhere. You can dismount the motorcycles also while you're riding. You get up to some speed. Then you just hit the same button you normally hit if the car was stopped, and you just jump right off, and the bike keeps going. And hits people or cars or other things.
And it is own damage.
Yes, the motorcycles, so far from what I can tell, don't take damage. I, however, do. I'm at 28% right now. You can. I don't know what I'm doing next.
Pretty strong.
He's very, very strong. I hope there's a ramp up here.
Yeah. We'll bail when you bring it.
Okay. You don't want to. You mean mid-air?
Yeah.
Okay. It is very good.
Oh,
what happened?
Oh, he died. You were way low.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll edit some more together for next week. Just kind of different funny bailouts and all kinds of different funny crap.
Hooray!
Yep. So the segment called Seth Kills People playing GTA has now come to a conclusion. We now have another break. I don't know if we want to set this up or just surprise.
Yeah, I think we need to set it up.
Okay.
Sean can
I
set
don't
it up.
know. Do you know enough?
Chris can set it up.
Yeah.
Off camera.
Here you go. Just take this mic.
What this is basically, hello folks, this is basically a collection of video clips.
That's the worst shot ever.
Yeah! Basically it's a collection of video clips from all of 2002. All these clips were done using Maya rendering 3D software. It's a really cool collection of clips. You'll recognize stuff from movies, televisions, and commercials. Check it out.
pretty cool. You've seen a lot of that stuff, haven't you? Probably didn't even know that software like that was behind the commercials that you see every day. But Maya's pretty much had his hand in any kind of big production you see out in Hollywood, or just even the little commercials you see on TV, as well as video games and blockbuster movies. So
It's really cool. Great software.
yeah, industry standard. I mean, everybody's using it. So except us, we don't use it for our production. But
Use Flash.
someday maybe we'll upgrade. that's a good replacement for Maya.
Low end, high end. We're on the low end.
We're going to run over now back to my favorite subject again, which is Xbox. It seems like every time I'm on this show, it's always about Xbox.
Hey, Xbox is cool.
And again, that's true. That's true. You can't beat it.
You're converting people.
I'm trying. We're trying to get the ranks of AC to switch over to Xbox, and everybody come over to the dark side of Microsoft. But more stuff with the. That's true.
Within 1 week.
That's true. We got 2 already, and other people are coming out of the woodworks.
I'm
ready
tempted.
to.
I'm tempted to.
Yeah, people that were closet Xbox users are starting to voice up now and say that they like it too. But
I'll tell you what. If I'm able to ever actually, there you go. Hey, you never see me anymore. When I do a browser, I want to be able to do my home control stuff on there. When I can do my home control stuff, I can play DivX.
Emulation.
Well, emulation's cool, Super Puzzle Fighter. But I need a browser.
That's a priority.
Well, no, I need like a basic browser so that I can do like control things in my house through a web-based interface, and then I'll be fine. That's all.
instead of just buying a little PC and setting it up for some reason, he wants to use his Xbox.
Sounds like that's what it is at Xbox.
Yeah, well, but you don't have to configure it for stuff. So that's the thing about the emulators that makes it cool, you know. Plus, I mean, if you do that kind of thing, though, and you buy the LCD add-on now, you can have it sitting there, and you can pretty much do that kind of home control stuff and have your home theater program out, and maybe it will turn into a good little home kiosk type of application. But
There's a lot of possibilities there.
it does, definitely. We're going to show off a mod that didn't get shown last time. You know, we showed a lot of emulators and things like that. One of the big things that was really applauded that I showed was the media player for Xbox.
Yeah, we didn't get to see that on the show.
That's correct. We showed a little bit after our shots, but here we're back in Evox. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the media player. Media player does play DivX 3, 4, and 5 encoded movies, which means that you can get a lot of movies in a relatively small amount of space on here. I have 3. I have a Nightmare on Elm Street and X-Men, which are both DivX.
Yeah, you own these movies. You just ripped them. Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I also have a Windows Media Video clip just to show you that it does play Windows Media Video. I know it plays version 8. I don't know if it plays anything prior to that.
Oh, I think it does. I think it probably plays version 7.
I don't know because of the way it came out. I mean, we don't know. I'm going to bring up X-Men here, and you'll see it do the trailer. I'm going to switch this into stretch mode, and I can go ahead and resize my graphics. So you can use this to cross your TV screen if you're asking.
Now that just amazes me right there that you are resizing and reshaping that video clip in real time.
Yeah, with no loss in frame rate on the picture itself. If I switch back out of stretch mode, it will switch me back into the regular movie aspect ratio. The beginning this is kind of dark. I apologize for that, but it's still a good movie. You can see I can bring up the control here. It kind of comes in just like the Windows Media Player on the computer. It has the seek time at the top, has the duration of the full movie at the upper left, as well as my controls at the bottom. I'm going to bring those back up, and I can actually switch around here and pause the game, or I'm sorry, not pause, but actually stop it, go back to my menu here to start another movie up. There's the Windows Media Video.
So this is a clip in Windows Media format.
Yes, this is actually Windows. This is the Windows Media that was recorded right into Movie Maker in Windows XP. So you could record something, any kind of video input that you had, you could record it right into a computer running Windows XP, and then kick it right back out to your Xbox and play it. So you could record TV shows if you had a TV tuner card, something like that. You could record it around your PC, transfer it over to your Xbox. Yeah, they got my name done really well there. So you could bring that stuff over and play it right back out. So that's the media player. It's only going to get better. It does work with the Xbox remote control, so that makes it really nice because you can basically, if you upgrade your hard drive in your Xbox, which is another future segment. Upgrading the hard drive in the Xbox is very, very simple. More simple than anything I've seen as far as a closed unit like TiVo or something.
Was it easier than actually installing the mod chip itself, or?
Actually, it was because you don't have to worry about aligning anything. If you've ever physically put a hard drive in a PC, that's all there is to it. You switch it out, plug it into the cable. You boot a special boot disk, a special version of Evolution X that's made just for preparing the hard drive. Once you run that, you're up and going. You're ready to go. It sets everything up and copies it over so you're ready to boot Evolution X, and you're ready to start after that. We're going to switch over now away from the mod scene a little bit and show you 2 new games that are going to be coming out for the Xbox One. I've been waiting for quite a while. It's Panzer Dragoon Orta, which is supposed to be out by the end of this month. We're going to show you the demo off of the Xbox official magazine disc that's out this month. So we're going to fire it up here real quick.
Fantastic. I mean, we've shown screenshots of this game in past episodes, and just mind-blowingly awesome looking.
Yes,
Fantastic.
Fans of the original will just fall right back in on this one. Or if you're just like a good shoot 'em up, if you're a good shooter fan, you'll like the way this kind of flows through in this game and allows you to do. It has automatic lock on, has the same camera movements that the original Panzer Dragoon had, as far as switching around and viewing, your forward and back camera views. Very easy to switch with the triggers. Like I said, it has the same lock on feature. We're going to jump into the game here and show you some in-game play. It's silky smooth, looks like a constant 60 frames per second when it gets into the actual game. You can morph your dragon now into one of 3 modes. One is a little bit larger but has more firepower. One is kind of a midline, good for everything. And then you have the smaller, sleek Orta dragon that you can command that will speed through levels. It is very, what I've played is very good, so I'm just going to go through a little bit of the level here real quick.
This is the intro sequence. And here we go right into play right about now, I think.
And you can see, of course, this is all real-time rendered. You can see me moving my sight, switch the camera view around. I'm going to lock some guys here. You can see as I turn to red on my sight that I'm locking on to guys, and I can shoot out a barrage of shots at them and clear out the screen as much as possible. Like I said, fans of the original games will just love this game. It's straight up old school, style, but it has very much improved graphics in it. We're going to do a big shot here in a second when we get some enemies out. I'll show you one of the special attacks here. My smart bomb.
So this is this is like the original Panzer Dragoon, just on steroids.
Yes, exactly. And you do control some of the flight of the dragon, but it is, for the most part, a fixed path, just like in the original. So it's kind of nice. You don't really have to worry about where you're flying. You just worry about what's on the screen and what you can shoot. From all different sides, things come at you. It gets very intense.
I was commenting earlier that it kind of reminds me a bit about Star Fox. And
yes,
Star Fox play, you kind of follow your aim, and you have a fixed path, but then you can move up and down and left and right and so forth.
And I haven't got to an area where I can use my smart bomb, but the effects in the game are very nice. I haven't seen any slowdown yet, although this is just the first level playable. You can see there's some dynamic effects like the rain and things like that. You can see with all the enemies on the screen, the explosions, and the projectiles I'm shooting, it's not slowing down or dropping any frames at all. And I'm locking on to quite a few things here at a time. Looks really good. I'm going to morph my dragon here too.
There you go.
Morph out to the next dragon here, and I got a different reticle sight there. You see the lighting, very dynamic lighting. It's showing off a lot of the Xbox. Even though the action here is not cutthroat or very fast, you can get into some areas later on here where there's tons of large objects on the screen, and the Xbox really shines at how it can handle all of that at one time on the screen without having any slowdown or any loss of frame rate. There's my smart bomb effect. The solarized effect is very nice. So that's Panzer Dragoon Orta. Okay, I guess we're going to run out of time here, so we're going to go ahead and call it a night on that one. Hopefully next time we'll run a little bit more on schedule and a little bit closer to time and show you a little bit more. I think maybe we might even have a little bit of Phantasy Star Online for the GameCube next week, as well as hopefully a lot of other technology-oriented stories, and possibly have Chris back in the anchor desk here when we're up and running. So that's going to do it for episode 10 of actioncorp Television. I'm Chris, and
your
that's
son, and I'm Chris, and thanks for watching.
Thanks.